Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I'm so excited to bring you a project introduction starting today, August 1st and ending on December 24th. This project is 6 by Santa. It's not my first time doing this project. I think this is like my third, maybe my fourth year doing this project. I think it's just my third. But I've done this before, so if the name sounds familiar, that's why. This project was created by my buddy Elizabeth. She is at Kooky Pans over on Instagram. And this is just a really easy project where you just work on 6 items from now until December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. There's no real rules to what products you pick. You could pick whatever you want and you could set whatever goals you want, but it's just a nice, easy second half of the year project. Do I need to add any products to a project right now? Not really, but I cannot say no to this project. I also have another project starting in like 2 weeks, so woofdy. As I was running around the house today trying to decide which products to put in this project, I kept telling myself, try to stay away from lip products, Paula. Try to stay away from eyeshadows, Paula. You don't need any of those in a project. And I only managed to make that happen for one of those categories, not the other. So let's dive right in and I will show you the products I chose to work on for this year's project and what my goals are for them. First of all, I have a gimme product because every project needs a gimme product, and that is this Origins Serum. This is called the Plantscription Multi-Powered Youth Serum. I received this as a gift with purchase in my Sephora haul from June, and I thought I could finish that. So I'm putting this in the project. This is item number 1. Item number 2 also came from that same haul. It is one of my mini Marc Jacobs highliners. This one's in the shade Blacker. It's their black shade. I heard you guys loud and clear. So many of you guys were telling me, Paula, make sure you use those eyeliners really soon because they dry out fast, and I heard you, so I decided to roll this into this project. Now that I've used up a couple of eyeliners, I'm actually making really good progress on the brown and the blue eyeliner that I currently have in Project Pan, so this is definitely gonna slow me down a bit, but there are just times where I need a black eyeliner and I don't currently have one in a project and I really miss it. So this is brand new. I've never used it even once. I went ahead and I marked how much product is in this little tube. So that's the starting point and that's the tip of the eyeliner. So I figured we might as well measure what progress I make throughout this project. But to be honest, I'm not expecting a lot of progress. I'm probably mostly just gonna be using this as a tight line eyeliner. So I'm not expecting to make a ton of progress on this. I did test this out because this was part of the Christmas sample pack. So I just wanted to do a little swipe on my hand to make sure it was still creamy, and it is still in good shape, so that's good news. So this is item number 2. Item number 3 is an oldie, super, super old. I don't know why this jumped out at me when I was shopping my stash for products for this project, but it totally leapt off of the table it was sitting on and said, pick me, and so that's what I did. I haven't looked at this in years. This is the old Benefit Realness of Concealness Mini Fake It Kit. It originally came with 2 cream products right here. I think this was called Lemonade, and this one, I think it's called Boing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Boing. And then over here were 3 little vials of products. There was a High Beam, there was a Lip Plump, and an Ooh La Lift. And I think I still have the Lip Plump somewhere, but I've used up the High Beam and I've used up the Ooh La Lift. So in this bulky packaging are still these 2 pans of cream products. Now I think ultimately I would like to depot these 2 pans from this packaging and move these 2 over to one of my magnetic palettes, but sadly I currently do not have any space in any of my magnetic palettes for these 2 products. So I would have to use up some products before I could even consider depotting these. But in the meantime, I would like to see how much progress I could make on these 2 in this project. If I could hit pan on one or possibly even both, I would be ecstatic. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what I'm gonna try and do over the next 6 months. This shade down here, this Boing shade, is pretty deep. I almost think that I would be using it like as a foundation rather than a concealer. and it would probably be like a summertime foundation, not a wintertime foundation. But I'm gonna play around with these and see what I could do with them, because what am I doing with this? I've had this forever, and I don't want it anymore. Every time I look at it, I just think, oh my gosh, that's so old. Okay, item number 4. I'm bringing back this palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette in Sugar and Spice. This was in my Pan in Every Palette project for quite a while last year. I did manage to hit pan on the blush that I was working on. I'm just gonna call this blush number 1 for the sake of this conversation, because these blushes don't have names. But this is the pan that I worked on and the blush that I hit pan on. It took forever to hit pan, but these pans are not that big. And in my head, I'm thinking that maybe I really flattened the product in this pan out so that it's just a thin layer across the entire pan, and that the majority of the work has been done to finish this entire pan. I could be fooling myself, but I want to go back to using this blush. I would love to finish it by the end of this project and get another blush out of my inventory. I don't know if that's possible, but I really enjoyed this blush and I'm ready to finally work towards finishing this off. So we will see how much progress I could make on this over the next 5.5 months. As you can see, the pan that I have going in there is super tiny. It's just a speck. And I am also at this moment working on one blush that I'm trying to hit pan on. I feel like I'm getting close, but for now I'm going to be splitting my time between this blush and that blush. But once I hit pan on that blush, I'm going to be working on this blush full time. So number 4. Okay, numbers 5 and 6 that are rolling into this project are both eyeshadows. I managed to not put any lip products into this project. I feel like I need to focus on the lip products I currently have in projects. I certainly could say the same thing about the eyeshadows I currently have in projects, but I still put 2 more eyeshadows into this project, so yeah. That happened. Let's talk about it. First of all, I decided to pull in my Jouer Skinny Dip palette. I've been wanting to play with this palette very, very much. I think eventually this will end up in Pan in Every Palette, but unfortunately, it's not in there yet. This is the palette right here. There's only 6 shades. Right now, the shade that is calling my name the most is this one down here called Magic Hour, as I think about transitioning into fall. This one makes my heart go pitter patter so much. Let me give you a swatch. I swatched it earlier and I was like, oh, yeah, one of those kind of shades. It's like a taupey neutral shade. There is a swatch of it right there. I'm honestly not sure what goal I want to set for this palette. I'm kind of going back and forth between like using every shade in this palette 5 times and trying to hit pan on this shade. I don't know. I don't know what goal to set on this palette. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think I should set as far as a goal for this palette. I want to get my hands into this palette though. That's all I can say. I want to play with this palette and I feel like the time is right. I feel like it's time. I gotta do it. It's now or never. There's a silver, a pink, a kind of lighter gold that's also calling my name, a bronzy shade, and then this dark shade, which is not calling my name, but I would like to use. So, oh my goodness. This was a palette that I'd been wanting for years, and then I finally received it in a Beautylish Lucky Bag one year. So I didn't actually pick it out to buy it, but I did finally get it, and I was so happy about that because I had been wanting this palette for a long time already by then. But I still really haven't used it. I think I used the pink shade once maybe. But this palette needs to get more love, and let me know what you think about goals I should set for this palette. I'm thinking either hitting pan on that one shade or using each of the shades like 5 times each. I don't know. Okay, that leaves us with one more product in this project, After wandering around my office for a while, debating on what product I should put into this project, I thought, you know, it'd be kind of nice if I didn't bring another item into the bathroom. What if I picked an item that's already in the bathroom? And that led me back to my e.l.f. 100 pan palette. Currently, this is living in my bathroom because I'm supposed to be working on this shade right down here for 50 Shades of Purple. My goal for this shade is to hit pan on it. And I just have not been reaching for this much at all, possibly because it's July and I have not been wearing a ton of makeup consistently anyways, possibly because I'm trying to pan this pink lipstick and I like to do like a bronzy neutral eye with this lipstick, possibly because the way my bathroom works, I pile my palettes up from biggest to smallest, and so therefore this is at the bottom of the pile and it's just a pain in the butt to reach for. I don't know what the reason is, but I'm not using this as much as I should be in order to meet my goal for 50 Shades of Purple. So I thought, you know what would help me to use this more? Put another shade into another project. And that way, one, I'm reaching for this palette more often, and two, I'm not bringing another item into the bathroom because seriously, when my kids go to brush their teeth at night, it's just like bottles falling everywhere. Like things are falling all over the place because the kids can't help but knock it over when they're trying to brush their teeth at night. Like I cannot bring another item into the bathroom, although I'm about to bring 5 more items into the bathroom. So I'm solving my problem by picking another shade from this palette, despite the fact that I'm already panning like 80 something eyeshadows right now. There's one thing that I'm not panning, and it is a dusty pink. And if you guys know me at all, you know I love a dusty pink. So I decided to roll this shade in. It doesn't have a lot of use. I would like to rectify that and hit pan on it. So I'm rolling this shade in as the 6th product for this project, and my goal is, of course, to hit pan on it. I think that would be really good. I've really been missing the dusty pink Mary Kay eyeshadow that I panned a while ago. And as far as I can tell, I don't have anything like that in a project currently. So I'm happy to be bringing that shade back into my life again. That is going to be it for this introduction. If you would like to join in on this project, you are more than welcome to. Just send me a DM and I will add your name to the list and let everybody know that you're joining in. This is a group collab and I will have everybody's name down below that's doing this project with me this year. And I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited to be bringing you this project introduction and to be incorporating these 6 new products into my everyday routine and seeing how I can use them and enjoy them. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.